Namaste. Jai Shiva. Let's talk about a little controversial topic, reincarnation. Well, nobody remembers who they were in their previous lifetime, right? That's the reason not to believe in reincarnation. Only if people would have remembered that they were so and they were born here and there, and then there was no controversy to say. But not to mention here, but a lot of scientists have done major work in this area, and they have found a lot of kids, very young kids, up to the age from anywhere from a year or 2 year to all the way from 12-year, 13-year-old kids who were able to tell precisely who their parents were in the past lifetime, who they were, what they were doing, and many times how they died. They were clearly able to tell that. And when the scientists, the team of scientists, the team of researchers, when they went to that place, they were able to, confirm all the details. And I think there are like 3,500. I checked like 10, 11 years ago. There were 3,500 documented cases of reincarnation. So it's not now it's not that science denies it. Science is not in denial of reincarnation at all, because there is a proven fact. There is a data about it, right? If we have the data that, okay, snow is melting in all the glaciers, and it's because the Earth is slowly heating up a little bit. If we have data, then there shouldn't be any denial like that. Don't you think? Deforestation is happening, and what is the impact of deforestation on this planet? So if we have data about it, there's no need to deny it. This is the kind of a thing when people thought, okay, Earth is flat, or that the Earth is the center of the universe. No, it's not. It was sun. It was revolving around the sun. Now that we have the data about all those things, we have the information about all that, then there is no denial about it. So just because your belief system or the religion that you are following doesn't have any scope for that, that does not mean something is not true, right? For a lot of things, the so-called Abrahamic religions and belief systems, they do not have scope for a lot of scientific facts. So what? That doesn't mean that we should go on denying science, we should go on denying the proofs. You want to live in your delusion and silo, it's fine, it's up to you. Nobody is asking you to believe one thing or the other, right? Nobody is putting a gun on your head and saying, admit that sun is the center of the universe or center of our solar system at least, and that there are other galaxies as well. Nobody's trying to make you believe that, okay, you need to believe reincarnation exists. Okay. No. But from the scientific point of view, if you want to check about that, then and from the common sense point of view as well, if you see how much a common man's life is, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, okay, fine. After 80 years, even if a person lives till 100 years, rarely there are people who are very healthy and active and doing something that they need to do out of their consciousness. So living beyond 80, 90, I don't see any point in that. But what I'm trying to say here is, do you think that much of lifespan, say for example, we take an average lifespan of 80 years, then initial first 20 years are gone in just growing this damn human body, isn't it? Just the growth and development and eating and learning this and learning that. The 20 years is gone. Next 20 years is a fight in the world to be able to make some living. Right? Make some standard living and relationships and kids and whatnot. So next 20 years are gone for that. 40 years of life is gone. After that, after 40 years, a lot of people get this disease, that disease, this health issue, that health issue. Energy is very low, very poor, very cranky. Life didn't go the way they wanted to in last 20 years, so they are frustrated and painful and sad. Some relationships are broken and many heartbreaks have happened. So do you think 80 remaining time period, say for example remaining 40 years, is the time that you can actually live for you? And that is also not true for a lot of people, right? They need to go on earning till the time they are 80 or 70 or 75. There's a need. There is nobody to take care of their finances. So what I'm trying to say here is, do you think this one human lifespan is enough to be able to start from zero and go all the way to enlightenment? You think one lifetime is enough? Try kicking off one of your habit, whatever habit you may have, whatever addiction you may have. May it be smoking, may it be drug addiction, may it be alcohol, may it be talking, chattering on chitter-putter talking all the time, may it be washing your hands, may it be being obnoxious, may it be being suspicious about people, may it be just thinking, constantly worrying and being in anxiety. Try kicking off one habit successfully in life. Then try kicking two more. See if you have enough lifetime to do that. You don't. Changing yourself, transforming yourself is a lifetimes of journey. It is not going to happen in one lifetime. So technically also, how is it possible that we only have just this life? And on what basis? One person is born into a poor household, another is born to a king or to a queen. One person is born with full, healthy, handsome body. Another one is born without a heart or a hole in the heart or some part of it, their brain missing, some body organs missing. Why? So when it comes to why you were born this way, I was born that way, the other person was born in some other way, why some people are born evil, cruel. I've seen kids being so deadly cruel right from childhood, and I just couldn't fathom in my mind, how could it be so? That being a child, they are so cruel towards animals, creatures, and birds and anything. So some people are born really evil. Really bad sanskaras. How come one person is born with all the good sanskaras? How come some people are born with siddhis, supernatural powers? How come in some people, intuition is working right from the childhood, and some people never get it, not even once in their lifetime, entire lifetime? Right? Why so much difference? Does it seem random? No, it's not. So when one lifetime is not enough, we go on accumulating karma after lifetime of karma after karma after karma. We only get so much to deal with in this lifetime. You see how many criminals actually, when they commit crime in this lifetime, it goes unpunished. Because they had sources or they didn't get caught. Right? And it goes unpunished. And then you see that there are so many people who are in jail for doing nothing. They haven't done anything wrong in this lifetime. Still they are doing a jail time. They are in the jail for some silly reason, for something silly, or some mistake that has happened in proving that they were not the guilty. Why is it so? If it's not the karma carried over from past life, then why is it so? So if you think ego is this ego and this identity that you have today is everything, and this is my only life, well, then it's a very short life, I would say. Very, very less time you have got, and you will always be in panic and in anxiety mode. You will always be in a fight and flight mode. You will never get time to breathe. But if you know for a fact, if you study science, if you look into those thousands of documented cases of reincarnation, if you look into all that, then you will realize that yes, life is continuous. You go on taking bodies. The reason population of this world is increasing because some people, how many fishes are there? Don't you think the sea creatures are more in number than humans in comparison? The bacteria are more in number than the human beings right now. Right? So a lot of those creatures, plants, so many things, they're all always more in number than their population is more than the human population. Right? So why? Because it's a cycle. If somebody has done really, really bad karma, then they are born into different kind of bodies. They take up plant body, they may take an animal's body, they may take a spider's body or snake's body, or any insect creature, bird's body, they may take up that. But when that lifespan is over and their karma is over, whatever it was about punishing them, whenever that karmic payment has been done, then they take up another body. Then they have to come back to the human body. Why? Because all those bodies other than human body are just the bhoga deha, means just the experiential body systems. They cannot do any karma. That means they are there to just bear their karma. They cannot make or do new karma at all. Only the human body can do new karma and can actively delete or reduce the previous karma, get rid of the previous karma. Only in human body that can be done. So a lot of people, those who were something else, are being born now. So the population of the world is increasing. The era, the time, the yuga, the cycle, time cycle is changing. Now earth can bear a lot more people. But yes, too many will happen, and some natural disaster may happen, and a lot of people will lose their life. They may be born, then they will get a chance to be born in some other lifetime, some other time. But yes, reincarnation is very much a scientific truth, but it's up to you. You want to breathe and relax, and you don't want to run after everything, and you want to make it a really successful, useful journey. Whatever time has been given to you, make full use of that time in becoming as much conscious as possible. So I know it's a controversial topic because of the frame that it presents, because of the idea of a soul that or an atma that it proposes. Then you have to be something different than your body. Who is taking those different bodies when we talk about reincarnation? So it's an atma. Now the atma as a concept does not exist in any Abrahamic religion. So there is no scope for atma, then there is no scope for reincarnation. So maybe if not in this lifetime, you may be born to a much more liberal place and much more wise place next time, and you will get it. Everybody gets it in the end. So someday it will be your time if you do not understand it now. Okay? Namaste. Jai Shiva.